this is Miranda from Miranda's English Club. This is online English platform where you can get help in English. If you like my video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel. Please share this video with your friends who are English learners. Today we are going to talk about the second conditional sentences. Okay, let's get started. Before I start talking about first conditional sentences, I have some questions for you. Do you live in a big house with a swimming pool? Maybe no. Or do you have an expensive car? Do you study in a local university of your country? And maybe you want to study at one of the famous universities of the world. If you had a big house, you would be able to have big parties and you would invite lots of friends, yes? Or if you had a chance, I'm sure that you would study at universities, for example, at Cambridge University or at Oxford University. Now let's discuss one second conditional sentence. If I had money, I would buy a big house. Yes, if I had money, I would buy a big house. I'll ask you some questions to make more clarification and to make you understand better. Do I have money? So according to the sentence, yes, I'm wishing something. If I had money, I would buy a big house. Do I have money? Of course, no. Am I going to buy a big house? So I don't have money and I'm not going to buy a big house, yeah? So the answer is again no. So according to this sentence, does it refer to present, past or future? Does it refer to present, past or future? So when I say I don't have money, I don't have a big house. If I had money, I would buy a big house. It means that the sentence refers to present. Yeah, to present. Okay, is this situation real or imaginary? Is it real? Do I have a big house? Or do I have money? No, yeah? So this sentence is imaginary. It means that I use hypothetical situations when I use the second conditional sentence. Yes, so if I had money, I would buy a big house. And what I talk about here, it is not reality. It is not real. So when I use the second conditional sentences, I talk about the opposite of reality. So this is not real. If I have no money, I say if I had money. If I don't have a big house, I say if I had a big house. When I record YouTube videos, I never have time to plan my videos in advance. So I can say that if I had free time, I would plan my videos in advance. Don't you have an English speaking partner? Can't you speak English well, fluently? So I can tell you that if you had an English speaking partner, you would speak more fluently. If I use positive form of the verb, it means that the reality is negative. If I had money, in reality I don't have money. If I say I would buy a big house, it means that I won't buy a big house. So the reality is always opposite of the sentence. I am an English teacher. Yes, and I have my own job. If I imagine that if I were not an English teacher, I would be a designer. So I am an English teacher and I imagine something opposite of my reality. Yes, if I were not an English teacher, I would be a designer. Now let's discuss the form of the second conditional sentences. How to form second conditional sentences. Just observe the sentence. Look at the sentence carefully. Yes, we use if, so the main word of the sentence, the main marker is, the marker of the sentence is if. So if plus, you see the verb is in the second form, yes? So if plus the second form of the verb, verb to, yes, verb to, like past simple form. If plus past simple in the first clause of the sentence. In the second clause we use would plus the first form of the verb, verb 1, okay, infinitive. So would plus infinitive without to, would plus bare infinitive. As you see, the second conditional sentence consists of two clauses. The first clause is if I had money, and it is called if clause or condition clause, yes? So it is a condition. And the second clause is I would buy a big house. It is the main clause. We can never use would in if clause. It is always used in the main clause. So it is a condition and it is a result. Now let's give some more examples according to this form. If my husband had time, we would travel together. If I had the opportunity, I would travel in your country. If I were free in the morning, I would go swimming. Now let's practice together. I'll try to help you. I'll ask you some questions and you answer them. If you had money, what would you buy? If you had the opportunity to travel around the world, where would you go? If you were given the chance to meet a celebrity, who would you meet? If you had a chance to choose another profession, what would you choose? If you were given the opportunity to work in a big company, where would you work? So that's all for today, and I hope that the clarification was understandable for you. And if you have any more questions related to the second conditional sentences, you can leave your question there or you can text me on Facebook. By the way, if you don't know, I have a Facebook page, Miranda's English Club. You can follow me there or on Instagram. So that's all for today. I have to say goodbye. See you next time. Bye.